Some sad news came in over the break as well. December 27th, we got the sad news that Lou Gerstner had passed away. Lou had been the IBM Chairman and CEO from 1993 to 2002, and that's a pretty significant time of change within IBM. And his decisive leadership saved IBM from, being a has-been to being a still very relevant together company that focused on customers and customer needs rather than just on the things that they built themselves and relying on the fact that nobody ever got fired for buying IBM. Lou worked very hard to make sure that that remained true as IBM changed over time. And so his legacy endures within IBM's values and strategy and the global impact of IBM as an organization now. Tom, I believe you previously were at IBM. Did you ever get invited up to the boardroom?
No, I did not. Lou did not sit in the area where I was an intern, but Lou was always there with us. And that's one of the things that I think people don't really understand. In 1993, IBM was effectively dying. John Akers knew that the only way to save the company was to split it up, because the only way that IBM could stay relevant was that if you basically took the parts and turned them into their own little organizations and tried to get them to, fight with everybody else. Remember, this is when Microsoft was so big that the US federal government was thinking it was time to break them up. Like this was the heyday of all of the upstarts that were fighting against IBM. All you got to know is that when Lou took over, they were still making Blue Lightning 486 processors and OS2. And when Lou stepped in, first thing he did was say, we're not breaking up IBM. There's no way that having IBM in pieces is going to benefit the company. And so he quietly went about reversing everything John Akers was trying to do. Get rid of Blue Lightning, get rid of OS2, focus on this new thing called the internet and this idea that he came up with called e-business. And when he did that, that marked 2 points. One, the turnaround of IBM. That was the moment when they got off of life support and started growing again. And two, and this is something that I have said for a number of years, that in my mind was the end of Tom Watson's IBM. And that is something that was repeated at the company when I was there, and I know for a fact it's still repeated there today. This entity that you see today is not Tom Watson's IBM. It is not the group that made the AS400 or RAMDAC or any of that other stuff. This was the organization that started turning on IBM Global Services. That was the group that I was actually an intern for. Even though I worked at the AS400 manufacturing plant in Rochester, Minnesota, shout out to Mayo, I was more aligned with the IT department. And Lou's changes were radical at the time because there were still a lot of people that worked at IBM who weren't sure that this upstart knew what he was doing. Fast forward now, 24 years after he's gone, I'd say Lou was the reason why we still talk about IBM today in the way that we talk about it and not the way that we talk about something like Wayne computers. He knew what had to be done. He was brave enough to make those changes. And when he finally stepped aside in 2002 and he retired, he was not forced out like Akers was. He left the company in better shape than he found it. Now, that was still like in the dot-com bust area. Like I was there like that quarter when the stock market just started sliding and everyone was like, well, what does this really mean? Lou Gerstner is one of those people that when we put up the Mount Rushmore of CEOs, people tend to put up the, Lee Iacocca's and the Jack Welch's of the world. Lou should be on that mountain. And I want somebody else to keep this in mind. Lou was the fifth person that they asked to be the CEO at IBM. They were actively trying to unseat Akers, and they went through 5 other people before they got to Lou. He worked at Amex, and they're like, well, we need to bring in an outsider. And I think that it worked. So Lou, rest in peace. You did a lot to keep IT on track. I'm not saying that I got my internship at IBM and launched my official career because of you specifically, but I did it because of the changes and the environment and the culture that you made at IBM. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful. So here's hoping that the current form of IBM sticks around long into the future, and we can talk about the impact that great men like Lou Gerstner and several others have had on the world.